What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Right Side, and welcome to another episode of the Right Report. First headline I want to get into is, of course, the pardoning of Hunter Biden by Joe Biden. To say that I'm surprised by this, or that anyone is surprised, would be kind of it's here and there. It's something that was certainly on the table. Now that he does it after the election makes a lot more sense. He certainly couldn't do it pre-election and still expect for Kamala to win, but Hunter's pardon definitely kind of opens up the floodgates for Trump in terms of who he's going to pardon. Now we can really expect to see Trump pardon almost everyone involved in January 6th. He can pardon just about anybody he wants at this point now. But what it shows kind of more of is the lack of integrity on behalf of Joe Biden and the Democrat Party accepting what he's done so with such open arms. Hunter is guilty without a shadow of a doubt, and for Joe to pardon Hunter, someone who we know is guilty, is deeply troubling. He kind of used the politicalization of his charges as kind of a reason as to why he was pardoning him, but we all know that he's really pardoning him because he's his son, and he doesn't want his son to go to jail no matter what he may or may not have done. That is a horrific, downright horrible president to set. Just pardoning your family members when you know that they're guilty and they were found guilty for tax evasion and gun crimes. It's things that if he was a Republican, the Democrats would hang him on the wall for. But because he's the son of a Democrat, it's all okay now. It's deeply hypocritical, but as we all know, the left doesn't really care much for hypocrisy. They prove that every single day, especially when they champion so-called women's rights, accept women's rights to compete against solely women in their sports. Go to the bathroom with solely women. I could go on and on about the left's hypocrisy, but Hunter Biden's pardon is just another another item on that long list. It's a shame. I think that this was someone else's pardon to make. A lot of people were anticipating Trump to pardon Hunter as one of his first pardons as a sign of unity, but Biden doing it for his son preemptively is really a shame. And now there's swirling rumors that he will pardon people like Anthony Fauci, Liz Cheney, and others, which is deeply infuriating, especially because we all know about the absolute mishandling of COVID, courtesy of Anthony Fauci. So the Hunter Biden pardon is a terrible precedent set by a one-term, out-the-door president, pardoning one of his guilty family members, blaming it on politicalization, when we all know that it's just good old-fashioned nepotism. This was Trump's pardon to make at the end of the day. Sign of unity. But I really hope that this doesn't snowball too bad. Certainly opens the door for Trump, as I said earlier. But Hunter Biden pardon, horrible precedent. Wish Joe could have restrained a little bit. But we're here now, and I just look forward to Trump pardoning every single person involved in January 6th. I don't often cover trials in these types of videos, but I feel like the Daniel Penny case that's going on in New York is a lot more significant than people may think. At the time, Daniel Penny, of course, people took what happened in that New York subway kind of both ways, but the Daniel Penny case has a lot of hidden implications inherent in the verdict, whatever it may be. Daniel Penny is an innocent man. He did not purposely kill Jordan Neely, obviously. He is a former military vet. He knows what he's doing when he puts people in certain holds and such. He was restraining someone on the subway who was making threats and making bodily threats to those around him, to such a point where in liberal New York, someone had to step in eventually. And much to the chagrin of the prosecutors, those around Penny were cheering and thanking him after the fact. No one was calling him a monster. No one was second-guessing his decision. They were all grateful for what Penny did and for saving them that day. Daniel Penny is found guilty. It is a huge slamming of the door to any remote efforts of decency in public anymore, especially in the cities. Where in these cities you have people, workers, who are trained and told to back down and to stand by as stores get robbed, people get attacked, things like that, and those robbers go off scot-free. But God forbid you have someone who steps up for the common good and stands in defense of others in the face of threat and fear. You want to throw him in the slammer. It's ridiculous. It's obvious that Penny did not mean to kill Jordan Neely, but to convict him on a manslaughter charge is abjectly ridiculous. I hope Daniel Penny walks free. If for nothing else, it is a reinforcement that we can take care of each other again. We don't have to keep looking over our shoulders for trigger-happy DAs looking to stop people from stopping criminals. The fact that we had to say this is a problem in and of itself. Daniel Penny was just trying to stand up for his neighbors, but if he gets found guilty, it's a large indictment of that. There is no more helping each other out without the looming threats of litigation, of indictments, of conviction. It will just go to prove that the innocent don't run New York City, but the guilty do. It's those who commit the crimes, like robbery and murder and rape, who go off scot-free and don't face the consequences. But when someone else tries to step in for the betterment of those around him, he is hunted down by a trigger-happy DA and a perversion of justice, and is taught a lesson about what happens when you try to stop criminals and in some ways do what the police is afraid to do, which is enact justice and stop people from committing crimes. So many people have their hands tied behind their backs now, and it's only getting worse. And a guilty verdict for Daniel Penny will only exacerbate that problem. But a not guilty verdict will bring resemblance to normalcy and to good, decent human decency. Once again, like I said, I don't usually cover these types of issues, these types of topics, but I feel like Daniel Penny is such an open and closed door case. The fact that there's a chance that he may get found guilty is a travesty to human decency and to, just just everydayness. If Daniel Penny is found guilty, New Yorkers don't have the right to self-defense. They don't have the right to defense for others. If he's guilty, and someone starts attacking someone in the subway, there's precedent to not help that person. God forbid you do a little bit to them compared to what they're doing to someone else, and you may be the one who is thrown in jail. I hope that Daniel Penny is found not guilty for the sake of not only him, but for the sake of self-defense and for the sake of human decency going forward. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to support and help the channel grow, become a member, subscribe, and ring the bell so you updated with all my uploads. Finally, whether you agree or disagree, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I look forward to engaging with you guys in respectful and thoughtful discussions. With that said, I'll see you guys next video. See ya.